people feel like because you are a professional, you should know how to deal with this. No, like sometimes things bother me when I hear certain things, or if someone says something to me that reminds me of my own life experience, I get triggered. And what that looks like could vary depending on the day. The reason why I keep being blessed is because I'm not walking around angry. If I was walking around angry, harboring negative feelings about, my dad, I don't know that I would be blessed, right? Because, he has his own life, right? He has things that he went through and things before I was even thought of. I don't know what his traumas are, what he went through, minimal information. So it's kind of a thing of like, he is a human. I've gone to therapy previously. So I think for me, I deal with it as best as I can.
Okay. You're always going to be in friction in a relationship when you're trying to pull a man into something that he's not walking into. To help you set your compass, what I would say is that person that you're in a relationship with, are they actively doing things to try and get to the place that they say they want to get to? Because actions speak louder than words. And we as men can talk a good game, but none of that matters if our actions don't match that.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with a woman supporting a man because that's important. We need y'all to support us.
Yeah.
Like, we need y'all to support us. And sometimes, and that support looks different for everybody. For me, it looks different than what it looked for like my brother or my friends or whatever, right? We're all in different stages, but at the end of the day, we all need that support. But we cannot continue to take without helping you to replenish as well. And that may not always be financially. A lot of times that's emotionally, that's mentally, but also a big part of that I feel like a lot of us lack is the vision and the execution of the vision.
Yeah.
That's what we struggle with a lot. Listen, I'll be the first to tell people, don't even listen to what I have to say. Don't listen to me. Go talk to the women in your life, the women that you actually like.
Yeah.
That you like would actually like, you see them as like a good partner. Don't try to like be in a relationship with them. Like, just talk to them. Have a conversation. The reason why I can literally tell you how I know you probably feel and like all the different things that you probably dealt with in relationships and stuff is because I've talked to so many women and y'all all say the same thing. And I'm like, how are we missing this? And I start realizing these dudes just be out here consuming content that helps them feel better about themselves. And that's not this podcast. Trust and believe me, I want y'all to feel better about yourself, for sure. But at some point in time, we got to deal with the reality of what's happening. That reality is not created by us. We don't get to say, yo, this is what's happening with women. We don't get to do that. We have to talk to y'all so that we can be able to have an understanding of what it is that you guys are going through. We have to start vetting the information that we're getting by making sure that the person and the source of the information is someone that we at least somewhat aspire to be in the same position that they're in.
Yes.
So what that means is I could be getting information from a pastor on my relationship, but if that pastor has been through 3 divorces,
that might not be.
Sorry, brother. And no judgment, because we all love Jesus.
Yeah.
And I'm not Jesus, but at the same time, you may not be qualified, right?
Right.
Some people see people on social media. They have no evidence of a healthy relationship at all. Not one, not nothing. And they're just like eating it up. Like, yo, this makes a lot of sense, brother. This is great. Where's his happy shorty? And I'm not saying like we have to make that like the crux of like our foundation if we have a relationship, like a relationship page or any type of relationship advice. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is like, yo, we gotta, as men, we always talk about being logical. To me, the most logical thing to do is to listen to people that are in the position that you want to be in.
Love it.
If the person is not in the position that you want to be in, it's nonsense. If a person you're talking to is hopping in and out,
it's not good.
I'm not hopping in and out of something that I desire, like that I truly want. You ain't gonna see me hopping in and out because I gotta get that before it's off the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we think as men. When you really about somebody, you're not waiting for somebody else to be texting them and doing all the stuff that you want to do with. No. As a man, no, you're not doing that because you're like, yo, I got to make sure I go get mine.
Yep.
That's how we are. We pursue. So I'm not going to be in and out texting you 2 months later and you're going to see 2-month gaps in between. No. I'm interested. So we're going to be talking every day. If you allow it, we're going to talk every single day because I want to take all your time respectfully because I don't want you talking to nobody else because I'm not trying to leave you on the market.
I do think for men, specifically, work, excelling career-wise and pouring into what you love to do, that's to me, I feel like that's purpose. I think if a man doesn't know his purpose, he can have no direction. It's just disarray. It's not, and he won't feel content within himself nor in a relationship. Definitely lock in on that. That should be priority. I don't necessarily know that I want a man prioritizing me or a relationship if he don't know his purpose or if he's not locked in on what he's doing, financially, for career, job, whatever. Prioritize your individual desires first. When you have a partner, you lock in, you're in a relationship, then your partner can be a part of that with you. So I would say it's about balance, right? Figuring out if you ever find yourself, for people who are in relationships and it's there's this imbalance, I'm not getting enough time with my partner, but I really got to get these things done career-wise. It's just keep communication open, loving, understanding, healthy partner. They're gonna get it.
Even if you have what you need as a man, you can still get to that level of irritability, stress, depression, because you're working so hard to maintain it.
Right.
And God forbid you with someone that doesn't appreciate it. Oh, my Lord Jesus. I don't know how men be with partners that's oh, this is your job. You're supposed to be doing this. Hell no. One of the things that Naeem and I do all the time is we thank each other for the things that we are supposed to do. Makes a huge difference. These are things that, yes, we do, and we're supposed to do these things, but we still want to be praised for it. Everybody wants to be seen because that's what you do when I do something and you say thank you.
Yeah.
It's less about the thank you, and it's more about, damn, you actually saw that. You felt that. You appreciated that. You saw me. A lot of us as men, we go through the world and people will just look right past us all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that we want attention from everybody and stuff, but it feels good to do something and someone acknowledges the effort that it took for you to do that and acknowledges your presence in their presence. It feels good.
A lot of these men don't know God. They don't know God. They maybe are seeking or want a relationship with God, but really they're leading themselves. That's why a lot of men, no offense, love you, down men, but a lot of men don't have clear direction, or maybe are don't know what their purpose is, or are in a bout of confusion and depression even because God is missing, right? So I think the minute that a man, locks in with God, or just having a spiritual foundation. Some people's religion, their spiritual foundation may look different, but if you have that, you have a source that other than yourself, everything else will kind of fall into place essentially, right? You're not alone. There are people that love and care about you, that want to support and help you with what you have going on. And I would say utilize your resources, right? Don't think you have to solve this issue on your own. Seek out those people that you think could actually provide you with the answers, right? Whether that be a therapist, a trusted friend, a trusted family member, and you don't have to deal with this on your own. You also get through this, right? This doesn't have to be the end. Whether it be a relationship, job, financial strife, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be the end for you or whatever you're trying to pursue. You may just have to pivot.